Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about the 1987 movie Mutant Hunt. So this one is a weird one. Total rental store, cheesy sci-fi, pretty much goodness. This was originally put out by Empire Pictures, who I believe is a subsidiary or sister label to Full Moon, Charles Band. And it's about these robots that are being used for menial tasks, these cyborgs. They all have sunglasses and funny haircuts. And someone at the facility has now um, developed this like drug called Euphorion, which they're injecting into the cyborgs and turning them into these murderous killing machines to try and take power. One of the engineers at the facility and his sister try to get away and sort of stop everything. They get captured, and then this bounty hunter gets involved, who then I think the sister gets away, and the bounty hunter and her sort of link up, and she needs him to help her. And they're trying to now stop this cyborg takeover with these bad guys that are trying to make the cyborgs do their bidding. It sounds really cool, and it has some good special effects, some interesting gore, sci-fi elements. But for some reason, I've seen this about 3 times now. I think once on Blu-ray and twice on Tubi, perhaps. It just kind of meanders sort of at one point where I lose interest at like the halfway point, which isn't good because this is only a 77-minute film. It's an interesting concept. I like certain pieces of it, and the main actor is, let me make sure I'm saying his name correctly, Rick Gianassi, who also was Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, excuse me, if you've seen that film from Troma. So if you like him, you should check this out because he's like the main star of the film. It says here that this was a direct-to-video genre film by Tim Kincaid, who did Breeders, which is pretty interesting. That's also on Blu-ray now. I think, was that one Dark Force? And Robot Holocaust. It was produced by Charles Band's Empire Pictures, and it's set in a grimy neo-apocalypse vision of New York City, where robots, mutants, and oppressive government control clash with new wave fashion and sci-fi infused action. That's all correct. It sounds a little more exciting than it is, but I do like this movie. Like, it's not tops for me, but if you were to grab this under, let's say, $15, or if you were around during the rental store days and really enjoyed this, I think it's worth it. It's just not, it doesn't do anything phenomenally that you're like, wow, this was really cool. It's just decent all around. There's some cool parts to it and elements and things I like, but for some reason it just doesn't hold my attention at points. I don't know why. It was scanned and restored in 4K from 35mm negative. It has a commentary track, an interview with the special effects and makeup artists. If you want me to box with a kangaroo, which is an interview with Dr. J. Buzz von Ornsteiner, an interview with an actor, reversible cover art, and English subtitles. So, Mutant Hunt, again, has that Full Moon, Empire Pictures, maybe even Troma sort of aesthetic to it. If you like those movies, the cheesiness, the cool special effects, the good ideas that maybe aren't as fleshed out as they should be, then I would give it a recommend. If you're anyone else that is looking for this sci-fi, like epic film, I would pass on it. You have to know what you're getting into here. This is rental store fodder. This is something they put out to at one point with a really cool cover, which I guess they're still doing. And they went, wow, this looks really cool. Mutants and cyborgs and all this bullshit. And you rent it. You're like, all right, it's pretty good, but it may stick with you, you know? So I like it. Let me know, guys, if you've seen Mutant Hunt, what you thought of it. I think overall it's gotten pretty decent reviews. I don't think anyone like adores this film, but overall it's one of the, I guess, cheesier, more fun ones in the sci-fi category. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.